All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show on Onebar. Vikings continue to make beautiful move after beautiful move and continue to beat the hell out of their trenches, offense and defense. This time around, they're going defensive line. They've already double dipped at the defensive line twice today. First, Jonathan Allen, the big man pass rusher from Washington, signing with the Vikings. And now Javon Hargrave. I got to be honest, this one came out a little bit out of left field. Yesterday, there were reports that the Vikings were interested, but Jonathan Allen was the interest yesterday. That was the complete focus. So they signed Allen this morning. I figured, all right, Hargrave, that would have been cool. That would have been fun, but we got Allen. We're good. Boom. Not only did they sign Will Fries, they instantly signed Javon Hargrave, which will become official tomorrow because he was released. So we got to wait till tomorrow, but it's a done deal. You pull up PFF, he's already a Viking on there. So Javon Hargrave, this offseason, Kwesi said it. We're going to rebuild both the lines. We're going to redo them. We have to address it. You look at these teams like the Eagles who are in the Super Bowl, and you look at the trenches and what they've done, and they've done it. Holy hell. Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen with Harrison Phillips, that's a defensive line. Harrison Phillips is just going to be giddy as all hell. He cannot believe. I mean, he has not had those type of impact players next to him, and now he has two of the best that have played in the league for the last handful of years. And we'll get into the age. I know Javon Hargrave is no spring chicken. He is not a long-term solution. But signings like this and Allen show that the Vikings are all in. They want to win the Super Bowl, and they still think they can next year, even with J.J. McCarthy as a quarterback. J.J. McCarthy has got to be happy as hell as well, because the Vikings are setting him up with a pretty damn good team. So let's get into Javon Hargrave, the big man, 6'2", 305 pounds. The big thing is that he is 32 years old. He's coming off of a season where he barely played. He tore his bicep early in the season. He only played in 3 games, had 1 sack, but he has been one of the best defensive line pass rushers in the league. Back in 2022, only a couple years ago, 11 sacks for the Eagles and then after that, he did sign with the Niners for a couple years, 7 sacks in 2023. And like I said, only 1 last year in a very short 3-game season. But here's the thing. Jonathan Allen, 30 years old, can get after the quarterback. These are defensive linemen that get after the quarterback. They're not the Jonathan Bullard. They're not the Jerry Tillery type guys that kind of just do it all. They're good against the run, but they're not that impact type guy. Javon Hargrave is an impact type of guy. He is going to be in the backfield. He's going to be disrupting things, along with the fact that we got Van Ginkel, Gernard, Dallas Turner, Blake Cashman, and now you got Allen, Harrison Phillips, and Javon Hargrave in the mix. It's wonderful. They still have to think long-term future-wise as far as who's going to be on the line, but we don't have to worry about that yet because they're squashing need after need. And I can't wait to see this group. We got Jalen Redmond still there. Levi Drake Rodriguez is a guy that everybody's very excited about. So very solid D-line. What do they do in the draft? If a Derek Harmon's sitting there, if a Walter Nolan's sitting there, do they add even another piece to it? They got a lot of options, and signings like Javon Hargrave give them options. I'm not worried about the bicep. I'm not worried about that, him coming off of it, because he was done in September. He's had plenty of time. He'll be ready to go. Jonathan Allen, again, another guy that had some injuries last year. They are going to be ready to go. And Brian Flores gets to take all these dudes and do whatever he wants, and we're going to have a fun-ass defense to watch. It's going to be night and day to see these guys getting after the quarterback right on the defensive line, because we're not used to it. We haven't seen it in a while. Javon Hargrave, the details of the contract, I haven't seen him yet. We will see. I can't see it being overly crazy, but we'll discuss that when they come out. But without knowing the contract, it's hard to give it a grade. So I guess I'll just give it an A+. Well done, Kwesi. He is cooking. Let me know down in the comments.